Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of the Otakuology podcast, and this is Otakuology Unwind, episode 2. Boy, have I got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
This is true.
Just saying.
You know, it always freaks me out about our name for Unwind and everything because it makes me think that, we're getting ready to put stuff on our OnlyFans. We unwinding it down and whatnot.
I mean, I guess we could start putting stuff up on our OnlyFans. We'll have to see. I mean, there's nothing on it. I just made it for shits and giggles.
Watch Mike step on a manga.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. One of those people with the crushing fetish. Yeah. Watch Jin get crushed under his library.
Hey, I've seen that before. It was on, was it like 100 Ways to Die or 30 Ways to Die or something like that?
Probably.
Where somebody got, I think they got crushed under their porn collection.
Oh, no.
I think it was. Like, he was a hoarder, but he was also a porn addict, I think it was.
Oh, my God.
I could be wrong. And like,
how many were they, cassette tapes or DVDs?
I don't know.
Oh my God! How many DVDs? I gotta know this now. How many DVDs would it take?
I will try to find the episode and like send it to you. It might be on YouTube. But I think it was maybe I don't know if he was crushed or oh no, there was one thing I saw one time. Actually, I remember hearing about where a guy in Japan, his manga collection fell on him.
Oh my God.
And he died. Like, it was bad.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it was bad, yeah. And I don't remember, it was a long time ago, years ago I heard about it.
Yeah, tonight on 60 Minutes.
And yeah, I guess he had all his manga stacked up or whatever, and a big giant pile of manga fell on him and he died.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I would want to go out that way, but I mean, also, he was probably a hikikomori, so he didn't go out that much. I don't know.
That's true. Well, I mean, the other thing is you got to think about like, and you and I have kind of had this talk about how like tall I am and stuff.
Yeah.
And thinking about how tall I am compared to most Asian people. And then thinking about like how much bigger I am stature-wise than most Asian people, like, it makes you think like how much of it would it take for you to survive,
Question. Have you ever stacked up manga and measured yourself in manga?
I've never done that.
Like,
that's one of the things I want to know.
Have you ever thought like you taking like just a regular, maybe you have to do it with like the exact same type of manga or like maybe like just do it only with like Viz titles or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought about doing it with like Naruto and One Piece, like ones like that. So you could be like, okay,
they're all about the same size, correct? They're all about the same page count, right?
Yeah, they're all about the same size.
I want to know how many manga it takes till it gets like the top of your head.
How many manga does it take to get to the top of Jin Graves? The world may never know.
Can we do that? Can you just take a picture and have the manga just stacked up? And
yeah, I'll have to wait for somebody to come over so I can get them
like
to take a picture.
You standing next to the manga and be like, it's this many manga that takes to reach the top of Jin Graves.
Right.
That would be funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Which I mean, I'm sure like we could do it the scientific easy way and be like, well, you're this tall and every manga is about such and such, inches or
no, I need you to stack it up all the way. I need you to get the manga out, sort it by,
that does make me think about it. If you put it on a scale, like think about every manga you own and putting it down beside you, how tall would it be with everything the different ones you own for a series?
I'm curious now, like if you put all your manga on a scale, how much would it weigh?
Oh man,
You
a
know, because
lot,
manga gets heavy. Like I put like 2 hardcovers in my backpack today, and I'm like, whew, man, like it's heavy.
right?
Like I put 2 like they're like good like thick size volumes of JoJo. And I was like, ooh man,
Okay, so the big hardback ones.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That has to weigh a lot.
yeah. So I have like the JoJo hardcovers in my bag, and I brought 2 and 3 with me today because I was finishing up volume 2, and I was walking around with my backpack like, oh man, it's hard. It's heavy.
Oh,
It's a little heavy.
why is this so heavy?
I mean, of course, I also have like a DS in there and stuff like as well, but like
That's
nothing
true.
else really. You know,
That's true. You have one in yours too.
a DS.
Yeah, I have my DS and my my A7 tab or whatever that I keep all my
Oh,
notes like for the show and all the manga I own and everything on it. I'm like, oh man,
well, I usually
I carry a lot of shit around with me.
Well, I usually have like my medication in my backpack, and then I have like my headphones in there, and
Yeah.
it's not my DS, it's my son's DS. I just happen to commandeer it and take it,
Okay. Well,
and
sometimes you might want to sit there and play Pokemon or something like
I mean, I
that.
do have Pokemon Crystal on it.
There you go. That's all you need. All you need as a young man.
I think that's all I have on there is Pokemon Crystal,
Oh my gosh.
and I think I might have like a Super Mario game on there.
Oh yeah, probably. Because
I'm
I think with some of the ones that I got are like that.
I'm not for sure. Well, they're all digital titles,
Yeah.
and I had like a Nintendo gift card, and I was like, well, I'll buy Pokemon Crystal because it's cheap. And I think I bought like this RPG tavern bar simulator game. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, that's weird.
It's been a while since I've turned it on.
Yeah.
Because I don't turn it on all the time. I always
Yeah.
forget that it's in my bag actually. Because I usually just
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
because I'd like to know just how big some of the boxes are. So it hasn't been we haven't like been really quiet about it, but we haven't been fully open about it either about us doing the Pokemon review stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We've mentioned it here and there and all that. So,
Uh huh.
uh I'm still trying to go through and find it. And I thought that if I kind of move some of the volumes out of the way, and because I have them going
Uh
across the
huh.
top in my long boxes, and then it's a
Yeah.
layer and then another layer. And I
Yeah.
thought, okay, well, maybe I can pull out 3 volumes and look down in there. So
Yeah.
I've only been pulling them out enough from the shelf and pulling out,
Oh
moving
yeah.
the lid back and looking down in there.
Why don't you have
And
them? Why don't you have them like alphabetically organized?
because some of them are done up like how I finished reading like series.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, and so I thought like maybe like Pokemon's a good sized series, I'd be able to find it.
Uh
So I've looked through almost everything,
huh.
and let me tell you, when they're all in long boxes, it's a pretty good fucking workout. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was sitting there last night trying to go through them, and I was like, man, I'm sweating a lot. Whew, I'm tired. Did it today after I got my kid from daycare,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can't find these damn Pokemon volumes. And so I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna have to pull every damn box down and
Yeah.
go through it and make sure I can find it.
Well, you just need to take out what like the first like 30 volumes.
I do, but I gotta find the first 30 volumes.
Yeah, so I mean we kind of talked about this a little bit like I think on like our first or second episode. I think it was, right?
Yeah, I think it was like a joke back then, and then we've just talked about it more and more and more
Yeah.
because of how much we enjoy the actual Pokemon manga series.
Yeah. So we're going to be starting a bonus podcast with the both of us. With the both
Right,
of us. It's going to be on the Otakuology feed. It's going to be called Gotta Read 'em All, a Pokemon podcast.
right.
And we're going to try to read each episode. We're going to do like a chapter synopsis review type of thing,
Yeah,
and talk
and
about it.
let y'all know about it.
Yeah, because we both like the Pokemon manga. I've never finished a Pokemon manga, so a lot of it's gonna be new to me.
Well, the other thing is there's a few that they don't consider part of the series, but it's actually part of the series that um, you'll have to get at some point to read, but I don't know if they'll put it in omnibus form.
What's not part of the series?
Like, uh, crap, what is it called? The Ruby and Sapphire, the newer ones.
Okay,
Omega, and Alpha.
I have up to Emerald
Yeah,
is what's collected. It goes red, blue, yellow.
yeah. It should be red, blue, green all together. Yellow.
I don't know. I have to look at them. It's like I'm just looking at the covers of the books.
Yeah,
Like on my shelf. It's like red, blue, yellow, crystal, gold, sapphire,
Ruby.
ruby, a green one, and then I have like a crystal color, like a gray color.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Emerald.
book. Yeah,
Yeah, and
but
then I know right before Emerald is Fire Red and Leaf Green. So
yeah. But one thing I like though is in the table of contents, it tells me what book it is.
that's good.
Because they're 3-in-1, so like it'll be like, okay, now you're starting gold, and then it'll be go gold, and then it goes, okay, next you're starting whatever,
Yeah,
you know. But
that's good.
yeah, so yeah, we're gonna try to start that. I know we still got to do our bonus episodes. I'm not gonna apologize for not doing the Invincible podcast because I've just been slacking on that like
That's true.
wholeheartedly.
That's true. I've been slacking on mine too.
Yeah,
I finally
honestly,
sat there and I'm trying to work out a better algorithm that I enjoy.
yeah.
Because y'all out there as the fans might get certain things by it, but me and Mike are the biggest critics of each other. So
Oh, that is so true.
so
That is so true.
it's like, hey, you sounded like you were asleep, and sometimes the milk gets spilled, and it's like, oh yeah, dude, I recorded this at like 2 a.m. after I woke up and I couldn't sleep anymore, and I recorded it. Yeah, that's why your ass sounded groggy.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, you've never really like critiqued me as much as I've critiqued you
That's true.
when it comes to our standalone podcasts. So, I mean, there is that, I don't know. I'm just very particular about how I want like my
Right,
podcast because I listen to them all the time.
right.
And if I hear somebody who's like, and then Kuchikomi bit off Bob Burger's dick, and then he fell into the wall.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, though. I think I'm so familiar. This is where the audience comes in out there, guys. I feel like I'm so familiar because
Uh-huh.
of being familiar with how you did like YouTube and everything. Like
Yeah.
it's familiar to me, so it feels comfortable listening to you do some of yours and everything. And so I something that somebody else would critique most of the time I won't even think about.
Well, I got like, I mean, yeah, if anybody wants to critique me in my podcast, that's perfectly fine. you
Right.
know, um, but like, it's not like a be all end all. Like, if anybody wants to like get in and critique our podcast, that's fine. Give us pointers. That's all I want is, give me good advice.
Yeah.
Uh,
And if you're gonna make an argument about it, have a point. Don't just say,
yeah,
"Oh, well, you were shitty about this," and
yeah.
"Oh, well, you sound like this because your wife gives it to you in the butt," or something like that. Like,
Why you got to bring up that old YouTube comment?
give an actual reason. I don't know. I still think it's funny, like sometimes, especially because you and I have laughed so much about it.
Damn.
That's why your voice is so high. I'm like, but your voice isn't that high.
I mean, it can be.
You're gonna sing on top of spaghetti or whatever.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I mean, I've been really slacking on it, and I say this every time I think we get on a fucking podcast, you know. But I've been kind of really, our last couple podcasts have been so draining because Zencaster, that was the thing that we used to podcast with, has been so like fickle, and
Yes.
it's like, if you hear us having like really audio, like a lot of audio problems and us pausing a lot, it's because Zencaster keeps dropping one of us,
Right. Or if you hear us apologize a lot.
or if you hear us apologize a lot, like
Oh, sorry, we're back.
yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, we're back.
yeah. But yeah, hopefully we got that fixed. I mean, how does it sound on your end?
Good.
Because you're recording at the moment,
Right. We are both popping different cherries tonight.
and I'm in the passenger seat. I'm shotgun right now.
Right. And I'm like, I try to ask Mike as many questions as I could about things that I was uncertain about before I hit the play button for us to start recording and everything. And I was like, oh, I'm glad it sounds good because what if we're in the middle? Is there like a code word where I can be like cuckoo, cuckoo?
So, getting into life in general. So I had, I mean, it wasn't really me who had this big life event happen to them. It was my daughter. So we added another pet to the family.
Right.
I don't know if I told you this or not.
Did you add another dog?
No. We have a dwarf hamster now.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, we have a hamster. His or her name, because I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, his name's Sunny.
I think they're girls. Where
Okay.
did you buy it from?
Pet store.
Like specifically?
It was called the Pet Store.
Oh, okay. So I got mine from Petsmart.
Okay.
And when we first did that, the sign said female dwarf hamsters or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I asked the person why it was like that, and they said, well, the males are really too aggressive, and they actually just really keep the males for breeding purposes.
Okay.
So you really, at any store you're going to get, most likely they're all females.
Okay. So I was not personally involved in this story that I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
I was at work when all this happened.
Was it
So,
today?
no, this was 2 days ago. So
Okay.
Monday is when it happened. So my daughter comes back from spending time with her mom because it was her mom's weekend, and she's like, "Yeah, my
Oh,
mom said I can get a
no.
hamster."
Oh,
You know?
no.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
Yeah.
Why are you saying, "Oh no"?
Because it wasn't you that made the decision for this hamster to come into your
Oh,
house.
well, just wait.
Oh,
And
no.
so I'm talking to my wife on the phone, and I'm telling her like, "Oh yeah, Allison wants a hamster," and I was like, she's like, "Oh really? When did this happen?" I was like, "Well, every time we go to the store to get like dog food or cat food, she always wants to go look at the hamsters and stuff." And so that she always says she wants a hamster, and it was like, she kind of says it every once in a while.
Right.
And she's like, "Okay, well, we call Allison in the room because we were on like what is it called? The video chat. I don't know what it's called.
Like FaceTime?
Yeah, FaceTime kind of, yeah."
Yeah.
And so we made Allison research hamsters and how to take care of hamsters.
Okay.
And we made her write out a paper to give us a presentation about hamsters
Love it.
and
I love it.
how to
Smart parenting.
And so she knows how to take care of a hamster properly and
Yeah.
knows what they need and stuff like that, instead of just going out and getting hamster.
Right.
We made her learn about it and stuff, and she was like, okay, yeah, she knew her stuff. She told us all about the hamster and what it needs and what doesn't need and stuff like that. And so the next day, my wife goes to PetSmart to buy a hamster.
Yeah.
And she goes to the hamster section and gets all the it was like they have like the minimum requirement of what you need to have a hamster,
Right.
or like the above minimum requirement,
Right.
and she goes and buys all the stuff that's needed for a hamster.
Oh
And
man.
she which was like I think like $100 for everything.
What?
Yeah, for like the cage, food, the shavings. They bought a ball that lights up,
What?
that like lights up, but the ball's too big for the hamster, so we're gonna have to get a smaller ball for it,
Yeah.
And so they go to look at the hamsters. They Allison picks one out that she really wants, and they go okay, well let's get somebody over here to get this hamster for us. And my wife had all the stuff in the cart that she had already bought, and the lady was like, okay, well, they said we would like that hamster right there, and it was like a bear hamster, I think it was called.
Yeah.
I'm learning all this stuff out, by the way.
I feel like you might have told me this, but I might have thought it was a joke.
No, I don't think I told you. I don't think I told you this.
Because I remember us saying something about something that was a bear,
No, no.
but I can't remember what that conversation
And
was.
and so the lady walks up to my wife and she says, just by glancing at the stuff in your cart, which has already been purchased from PetSmart, might I add, it was from PetSmart. This is
Right.
stuff PetSmart has sold. She was like, that hamster is to. She said that stuff is inadequate for the hamster, and you need to get a 40-gallon tank. I cannot sell you this hamster. A 40-gallon reptile tank, like a fish tank,
That's stupid.
because the hamster can get quote stressed out
Right.
and something I don't know. And my wife was like, "What? Are you joking? Right? Are
Yeah.
you joking?" Like they sat there and read the requirements that you need for a hamster, and nowhere does it say you need a 40-gallon tank. 40-gallon tanks are
Mm-mm.
big. Are big.
No shit.
They're big.
They're
Yeah,
huge.
they're huge. That would take up probably like half my daughter's room on one side. You know.
Right? Think about trying to hide that thing behind your couch.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
mean, like,
exactly. And my wife was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And she was like, "You need to leave right now." She told the lady to leave, and they left. They called me, and she was like, "That's ridiculous." Like, I felt like my wife was almost about to become a Karen for a split second. For a
I
split
could I
second.
could believe it.
For a
I could
split.
believe it.
For a split second, I thought she was going to become a Karen. And she leaves, calls me, and she's like, "We're going to the pet supply store." They
Right.
go into the pet supply store. They go look at the hamsters. They pick out a hamster. No questions asked. No, all they asked were, "Do you have a cage?" They say yes, and they bought a hamster.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so backstory on my side. I actually own 3 dwarf hamsters and was never asked any of this stuff. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That was all that was asked when we went to the pet supply store, which was, "Do you have a cage?" And that's it. They got the hamster, put it in a box, took it home. Now we have a hamster.
Cool.
Yeah, that was
So let me tell you my quick experience
all right. All
with
right.
this. So, I'm a softie. Let's get that out of the way. We all know that, most of us.
Uh huh.
Even though I'm a giant, I'm a gentle giant.
Uh huh.
So the first thing is I buy 2 hamsters, 2 dwarf hamsters because I want some hamsters.
Uh huh.
And I kind of put myself on this thing because I've had dogs, but I've always had a family member or somebody living with me where we could kind of double head it.
Yeah.
Well, so I got a pair of dwarf hamsters because all animals work better in pairs because most mammals are friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got 2 of these hamsters.
Yeah.
And so I was okay with it. I was like, oh, okay. Went
Uh-huh.
and one of them looked like it kind of had like a cold.
Yeah.
So waited, and I used there was this limited time thing that had was cheese balls,
Uh-huh.
and it was a big plastic basketball,
Uh-huh.
clear and everything. And so I left the top of it off,
Uh-huh.
and I got a little like plastic tree for them to sleep in, and the little wooden blocks for them to chew on, everything else. And like a little petri dish thing for water, and if they wanted to bathe, and all this other stuff, and the grass stuff, or the
Yeah.
you know. So I had that. Woke up the next morning, and this other one that had the quote unquote sniffles was dead.
Oh
Broke
man.
my heart.
Oh man.
So my friend's like, "Let's get in the car right now. Let's go back." And and we took it. And I asked the guy. He goes, "Oh, we just basically throw them away." I was like, "What?"
Oh.
So they hadn't restocked the tank or anything. What they had, and
Yeah.
from what they had left, there were still 2 more in the thing. And I
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get both of them because I don't want to leave this other one by itself.
Oh.
So now I have 3 dwarf hamsters,
Yeah.
all living in this thing, and like no problems. The first time you see them put all the food in their cheeks,
Uh-huh.
don't freak out because I thought there was something wrong.
Oh, he's already done that.
Yeah, so I poked. One of them like was twice the size of her body or whatever, and I poked her cheeks, and I was like, "What is that?" I thought they were tumors.
Uh,
I thought they were tumors.
yeah, we got a little litter box for it.
I was scared. I thought they were tumors, and then I like left the house
Uh-huh.
to hang out with a friend. I asked whoever was still at the house, I was like, "Please watch my hamster, make sure." They didn't watch the hamster, but I came back and there wasn't anything. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" So didn't know that, and then I don't know how long hamsters are actually supposed to live.
I think it's like 2 years.
Okay, I had mine probably about a year and a half.
Okay.
One of them died at the year mark because it was getting bullied by one of the other ones like a lot.
Oh.
And so every time I would find it, it would be over somewhere else, not in the tree with the other ones or anything, and would have hair ripped off of its butt.
Yeah.
And so I had one that was aggressive, and like that. So I kept trying to like console that one a little more, have that one with me more often than the other 2.
Uh-huh.
And then it came down to that, and then the year and a half mark came after the first one passed away at the year mark, and the other one passed away,
Mm-hmm.
the big one, or the
Yeah.
bully.
Yeah.
And I guess the other one was so upset by it or whatever, like a few weeks later it passed away. I was like, no.
So changing subjects. I'm tired of talking about hamsters.
Hamsters.
I'm tired of talking about hamsters. But
So on the same vein of thought, what are your thoughts on Hamtaro?
that's why I tried to get Allison to name it Hamtaro. I was like, let's name it Hamtaro. And she was like, no. And then Kathleen was like, let's name it Ham Sandwich.
Oh no.
And then she was like, no, we're naming it Sunny. And I was
Okay.
like, okay, why are you naming it Sunny? Because that's the name of the main pony from My Little Pony,
Oh my god.
or the new My Little Pony.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
so
god.
its name is Sunny, and yeah. But changing subjects. So you recently went to a convention,
I did
and
a couple weeks ago.
you cosplayed for the first time.
I did.
Tell me how that was for you, making your costume, actually going out to cosplay and, stuff like that.
Let me just tell you, making a cosplay,
Uh-huh.
I I felt like I was in deep water
Yeah. So
because like
explain to the
like you
people.
said like you said, I'd never done it before.
So explain to the so you've never done a cosplay before, you
No.
know, except for Halloween when you dress up as something, you know.
Right. Right.
So explain to everybody how you got into this and what you were supposed to be.
Uh I got into it through an acquaintance.
An acquaintance.
No, through my girlfriend. Um and we were supposed to dress up like Jesse and James from Team Rocket.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so
But you were supposed to be Jesse, correct?
yeah, I was supposed to be a gender swapped Jesse.
So let me ask you,
Okay.
why were you not wearing a skirt?
Because I was gender swapped. I was a man.
So wouldn't you just be James?
James with red long hair.
Yeah. Because the male suit is just James's uniform.
Right. Basically. I mean, it just based off of the hair that we both had, we just swapped them around.
You should have put on a skirt.
You
Just
know
saying.
what? If my best mate in the world, Otaku Mike, wants to go to a con with me and we both put on Team Rocket skirts,
So
I'll fucking do it,
can
okay?
you explain that this costume was put together last minute and you were supposed to be somebody from Resident Evil, correct?
Yeah, originally I was supposed to be somebody from Resident Evil. I was supposed to be, what's the dude's, Heisenberg?
I don't know who that is.
He's off of one of the newer ones.
Okay, that's why I don't know who it is.
Yeah, that really tall lady with the red or the white dress and the black long hat or whatever, whichever one she's on.
You're gonna
Um,
dress up as the the mommy vampire?
no, I was the dude.
Oh, you should have been the vampire.
But like everybody's done her, so I was like, well,
Yeah, but you have the height for it, so you could have
I
probably
do
done
have
it.
the height for it. I mean, she's like 9 foot, but
I know, but still.
right, ha ha. Uh, but yeah, and I had like most of the costume for that guy and everything like put
Uh
together,
huh.
and because it wasn't really that hard for him. But then this
Yeah.
other one, I came from not knowing anything, and so
You were kind
uh,
of thrown to the wolves on this one, right?
yeah, when somebody was like, "Oh, well, we just need this," and I was like, oh, "Okay, okay,"
Yeah.
and then I don't know. I was told by a couple people, they were like, because I didn't want to put anything on it or whatever. They were like, "Oh man, you do a really good tape job of letters." I go, "Well, thanks. I try, I try and do that as good as I can." But I didn't know the difference between like dye and ink and clothing paint and all this
Yeah.
other stuff, and I kind of do now. But yeah,
Yeah, because cosplay can be
yeah,
a really big undertaking when it comes to like hobbies and creating your costumes.
yeah.
You know, especially when you guys were gonna um enter into a contest, I believe it was, right?
Supposedly, but then we just ended up just going and just walking around and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
But yeah,
I do have to say that it was a little different,
uh-huh.
because I've kind of untoxified myself, I guess, from going to part of those. Like I didn't really enjoy going to a bunch of them.
Yeah,
I would go because like my friends were like, "Oh, hey, we're going." Oh, okay, I'll go.
yeah,
I feel like everything's really like overpriced and all this other stuff. And I understand like people are just trying to make a buck here and there, but
it depends.
um,
When it comes to like collecting and stuff like that, this year,
yeah,
prices have dramatically skyrocketed,
right,
for like conventions and stuff like that and just buying
right,
stuff at conventions.
yeah.
So,
So, but the cosplaying aspect of it, I actually really enjoyed. We had different people come up and ask us
yeah.
to take pictures with them or just take pictures of us by ourselves.
Yeah.
We had a group of guys that came up and asked us. They were walking around with like a some kind of iconic katana and rifle, and they wanted us to take pictures with those. And
Oh.
so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think the best part though was whenever I found other people that were dressed up either as Team Rocket people or Pokemon,
Yeah.
and interacting with them some. It was really funny. Taking pictures with like little kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, because they're standing there and they're like, oh, and gosh, it's like Fortnite, except a lot more tame because they're standing there in front of their parents. But some of the kids are like, "You'll never catch me," and so we
Uh,
just had to like crack up about different stuff like that because it was pretty
yeah.
funny. Um, how kids wanted to be, and then there's a guy I scared the shit out of because he was wearing a Pikachu hat.
Uh-huh.
And I walked up and I grabbed his shoulder and I was like, Pikachu, I finally caught you, and scared the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
And every time he saw me after that, we kind of made like this really good friendship because he would be like, I'm getting away again.
Oh yeah.
So, and I tried finding him a couple of times because he would say it and we would be taking another picture or something. And
Yeah.
I was going to give him one of our Otakuology cards because I felt like the guy probably would.
Yeah.
But I just used it as a time to hand cards out and do different stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we have another one that's here, I think February 5th. So
So
if anybody's wants to come to that one, um, this time I'm going to try and be really prepared. I've already started working and getting stuff for the two I'm going as then. But
so let me ask you,
uh,
would you refine or rework or completely remake your Team Rocket costume?
definitely,
Because not gonna lie, it looked like Broke Boy Team Rocket.
it was Broke Boy Team.
It was. It looked like Broke Boy
No,
Team
no. I mean,
Rocket.
that's what I'm saying. Like half of it comes down to the material that you have and knowing how to
Yeah.
work with it. I had a belt that's not in the picture that you can't see because my mom had made this little simple one, and it
Yeah.
was she didn't measure me first before she did it, so it kept sliding out, and I was like, "Well, damn it, how am I supposed to do this?"
Yeah.
But I mean, it was great. I completely enjoyed doing that. And that was another thing that I told my girlfriend when we talked about it. I said, "Hey, I'm
Yeah.
planning on cosplaying at this one in February. You need to get started now on deciding
Yeah.
what you want so we can work on that."
Because it takes months to get like cosplay done right, you know?
Right. Well, the other thing that I've told her, and I've tried to get my little group together of people that can do things like people that can do makeup and know somewhat how to take pictures and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, because I'm like, I expect to kind of build a little bit of a portfolio for it.
Uh huh.
Um, just because like I've kind of wanted to do this for a while, and I felt like it was really good at also doing that and helping promote the podcast.
Yeah.
So
So, so have you ever seen like Man Fae or like the guys that are dressed up like Sailor Moon?
I've seen some of those pictures, but not a
Have
lot.
you seen like Man Fae?
I don't know.
Like a man dressed up as Faye Valentine?
No,
He doesn't do it anymore because he got like banned from a bunch of conventions. But I think I need you to fully commit and be Jessie from Team Rocket.
definitely not.
And I need you to dress up in her outfit.
Definitely not.
Why not?
I don't know.
I need this to
But
happen.
we are trying to figure out um, next year too. I am trying to get a bunch of my friends to almost do like a flash mob thing
Oh
um,
yeah?
in the Black Team Rocket outfits.
Oh, like Butch and Cassidy?
No, like just the grunts,
Oh, okay.
like with the
Okay.
hats and everything. That way, whenever I walk around as James or whatever and all
Uh-huh.
that, then they will actually at some point we can all kind of meet up together and kind of have like this whole, oh my god, they're taking over.
Oh.
So
So has this like ignited a potential new hobby for you?
definitely,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I feel like most of the like cartoons and stuff that I cover for the podcast or want to cover for the podcast are more so of what I find myself wanting to dress up as, because they're not too hard, but at the same time making sure everything's right and stuff is a little bit of being
You
hard.
could you could be Bob. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
I brought that up because one of the first characters I've ever brought up was from Fate's Day Night.
Uh-huh.
From the series, it was
Yeah.
Iskandar.
I don't know which one that is.
He's the big, muscly, tan guy with the red hair, and I think they never really gave him or said who he was, but he's more like Alexander the Great.
Is he in the first Face Day Night?
He's in Fate's Day Night.
Is it
I think
Zero?
so.
Fate Zero?
Yeah, maybe that's the one he's in.
Okay. I don't know if I've seen that one.
He's this big muscly guy, and he's funny because most of the time you see him, he's just wearing this kid's like white t-shirt and blue
Oh.
jeans.
Oh, I think I have seen him.
And
Yeah.
then when you see him, he's got red and gold armor, and then this big massive cape.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
But like doing things like that, I talked about that. Like if I have a particular hairstyle or something like that, I also want to make sure that I'm doing characters that complement each other.
Yeah, you can
And
make your armor out of like foam.
and so whenever I was talking to somebody about doing Iskandar,
Uh-huh.
I said, well, I'd kind of almost have to like put a bronzer on my skin or whatever. They go, oh, you could just have one that would wash off. I said, no, I think I would just get like a spray tan or something for a little while, like a light one, just to make me look a little darker. And
Or you could just get a bronzer.
they were like, what other character would you try and play? And I went, Bob from Bob's Burgers. Okay. I was like, they're both dark.
Yeah,
So,
I could see you doing Bob's Burger. Get like a fake mustache.
right.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Right.
Just get like a
So,
wig, get like a wig.
yeah. So, I mean, like characters from like Over the Garden Wall and Steven Universe and different things like that are characters that I want to do.
Are you gonna be Steven?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably have to get a like fluffy wig.
So has this ignited your girlfriend's somewhat passion for cosplay?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no idea, but I've kind of told her like, hey, I know you've kind of done some stuff like this in the past, but if it's not like an original character concept and you're going for something else, I'm like, I need you to be on my level.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to like throw shade or anything,
Yeah.
but when you told me she did cosplay and I went to go look her up, I was like, where's her portfolio?
Yeah.
She didn't have a cosplay portfolio.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing that we've been talking about. I said, you got to have your costume and stuff ready. I said, the thing is February 5th and 6th, I think.
So that gives you like a couple months.
Exactly. It gives us like 4 months. So,
Yeah.
That gives me enough time to get both characters set so I can go both days.
Yeah.
A character a day.
Yeah.
And then the end of January, I'm trying to have a friend or a family member actually like go out into like an area that you might find one of these characters at,
Uh-huh.
or something kind of like that, and take some pictures.
I think you should go as Bob, definitely. Like
He's on the list. He's not of my next
like
two of the two that
definitely
I'm doing in February, but
definitely go as Bob. You know, you gotta have the apron, the mustache. You know,
yep, the gray sweatpants.
gray sweatpants. You got definitely go as Bob. And then
Exactly.
I think you should go as Edna as well.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
yeah.
But
Or Shrek.
definitely not. Not yet, anyway. So, but I mean, that's the ideas that I've had.
Yeah,
Working towards part of the characters that I have picked out now, and
that's cool.
so yeah. I mean, and that's what I told her. I was like, you need to be ready whenever we get ready for these pictures. Your costume's going to be done.
Yeah.
So, you know, and my mom's really good. My mom's like sewn anything that's ever had a hole in it, like
You
all
should
my
learn how to
life.
sew yourself.
Oh, that's what I was getting to. And so
Yeah.
she's supposed to show me how to do some light sewing techniques. Um,
Yeah.
so I can at least know part of that stuff. And I'm trying to get between my mom, my sister, and my girlfriend kind of some light makeup stuff that I can do, but I'm really shitty at it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't feel like I have any bones for makeup in my body. So I'll probably have to tell somebody, hey, I'll close
I
my
mean,
eyes. I need you to hit me in the face with this thing real quick.
it's makeup is something you have to like work at, you know,
Yeah.
especially with like costume and doing for costume and stuff. But I did get a new video game,
Oh, you did?
or I should say, I got uh three, four new video games.
Oh,
So
really? I got some
yeah,
new add-ons.
oh yeah, I bought the Mass Effect Legendary Collection
Yeah.
with Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. I'm currently playing Mass Effect 1. Boy, that is a hard game to go back and play. I mean, they kind of fine-tuned the combat a little bit. They changed, you level up a little faster now.
Yeah.
And they did a lot with the lighting and the textures and stuff, so it looks a lot better now. Like your characters look a lot better, and like your Shepherd looks a lot better in that. I have the Mako controls are a little bit better as well when it comes to that
Yeah.
as well. I've yet to get to 2 and 3, but I did get Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS4. Have you played
Yeah.
that?
I have not.
Okay. So I ordered it while I was at work. I ordered it through GameStop. I don't know if I told you this. Did I
I
tell you
don't know.
about it? My GameStop experience?
You haven't.
Okay. So I ordered my game. I was going to have same day delivery. I ordered it 40 minutes later. It shows up at my door. Guess how they packaged it?
In nothing.
Guess.
In nothing.
A rubber band with my receipt around the game. Left it on my porch. Out in the open. Somebody could have came by and stole my video game.
I wonder if they were thinking like, this game's so old nobody will want it anymore.
It came out like a year ago.
You never know. Some people do that.
But yeah, and I look at the ring, and you just see the guy throw it on the ground and leave, and he sends me a text saying it's in a safe spot. Because GameStop now hires DoorDash to deliver your games.
You know how safe it was?
How?
It had a rubber band around
It had a rubber band around it.
it. You'll have to go back and see if you still have that rubber band. I bet it's made out of titanium or something.
But I have to say, the only good thing about ordering from GameStop and getting the 1-day delivery is I got my game in 40 minutes.
That's good.
That was it.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I was so much freaking out, like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god, I hope nobody steals my Spider-Man.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's like another $35 I'm not gonna have. It was on sale.
Be like, hey guys, I gotta run home real quick for lunch. I'll be back later.
That's the thing. I ordered it later in the day, so I couldn't run home for lunch.
Yeah. Oh no.
Because it was like a spur of the moment, buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, Spider-Man's on sale.
So what's another one? Because you said you got 4?
Oh, I got the 3 Mass Effect games, and I got Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the other one that you sent me a picture of that you got? So technically you got 5.
What other one?
The other one that you bought that you were like, hey Jen, guess what I found at Five Below?
Oh, I found Borderlands 3 for $5 at Five Below.
I was like, you sent me that and you went, it's at Five Below. And I was like,
do I need to go back and get you a copy? Because there were
definitely.
There were 50 copies there.
They're like $5, definitely. Maybe you should buy 2. Send one to me, and then we'll have a giveaway and be like, who wants a $5 copy of Borderlands?
Do you have a Five Below near you?
I do.
You should go check your own Five Below and see if they have a copy.
I kind of want to. Well, not only do I want to go now because of that glorious find, but I want to go because, what else would there be?
Yeah. Well, I found Cheese Sweet Home Volume 1 there.
Right, but and I know you said that.
All Five Belows are kind of different, though.
Exactly. That was the thing. I was like, well, if you had that at yours, what do I have at mine?
Yeah, because I know, I don't know how certain it is, but I think every couple of months they get a new shipment in of video games, but they only get 2 to 3 titles, and it's just a bunch of copies of those same titles.
Right. Well, I've never seen video games at mine. Yeah, I've seen some movies, but
because I bought the only other video game I bought there was Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
that was when I first went there. It's like, ooh, Titanfall 2, I'll get that. I have yet to play Titanfall 2.
Which I wonder if what they get is based off of what community you live in.
I think it's new old stock.
Because I'm like, what if I go and mine doesn't have any of that stuff?
I think it's stuff that I think it's a lot like a Big Lots. If you know what Big Lots is, where they take stuff that doesn't really sell at other places.
Yeah.
I think that's what Five Below is kind of like.
Big Lots, or what's the other place? I used to have one beside me. Oh, Lord. I'm not going to remember what it is.
But yeah.
They had a bunch of manga and stuff. I would love going there because they had all the cool statues and whatnot. It wasn't a Big Lots. It was
Hastings?
Hastings, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have those anymore.
That's because they went out of business.
Damn it.
We had 2. We had 2 Hastings. We had one in our town and then one in the town right next to ours.
Yeah.
And one of them closed, and then a year later the other one closed.
Oh my god. Ours closed within a month of each other.
Yeah, it was sad. I loved Hastings. R.I.P. Hastings.
Definitely R.I.P. Hastings. Moment of silence real quick.
Moment of silence. Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go check your Big Lots. Let me know if you have a copy of Borderlands 3 over there, and or if you see one,
Yeah, well, the funny thing is I always go there to get the more Asian-y candy.
Yeah.
Because they have the chocolate mushrooms.
Yeah.
I can't find those anywhere else.
But yeah, they had I'll try to go there this weekend and see if I can snag you a copy. If you don't happen to go before me and look at yours.
Hell yeah.
I'll try to snag you a copy because I bought Kathleen a copy.
Yeah, I'll be like, Mike, I don't have Borderlands, but I have such and such.
You could just pay me back for it and pay me for shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to go get one.
Good. I have a
They're,
Funko Pop for you I haven't sent yet.
I don't want a Funko Pop. I want cash.
Sure you do. You want this Funko Pop.
What Funko Pop is it?
The what is it? Damn it. Twinkie the Kid. That's who it is.
You still haven't sent me my Christmas present.
What Christmas present?
We exchanged Christmas gifts last year.
Did we?
Yes, I sent you the Umbrella Academy library edition.
I thought that was for my birthday.
No, that was for Christmas.
Okay.
And you were like, I'm going to come down and see you. That's your Christmas gift. It's been a year. I have yet to get my Christmas gift.
Stop being an asshole.
Just saying.
Okay. I'll come down and I'll jump in your arms and say, hold me.
Yeah, I don't have nothing new other than that. I
Yeah.
had some killer game finds.
Well, didn't you get the other manga today? You got that I still have to order. You got
What?
the porn star one.
No, that comes in tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I still have to order
Yeah, it comes in
mine.
tomorrow. The I wanna a Diary of a Porn Star.
Yeah.
Diary of a Male Porn Star. And I just have to say, I was creating the thumbnail for that. It was one of the hardest thumbnails I've ever had to create.
Right.
I could
think
find
you
no
told me
artwork.
just a little bit about it. You're like, I fucking hate this manga right now.
I fucking hate this manga right now because I can't find any artwork for it.
Yeah.
All I saw was like actual books, and it was Diary of a Gay Male Porn Star. And I was like, that's not what I want. I want pictures of this manga.
Who ordered that one? Damn it.
And so I finally found like a little bit of artwork that wasn't the cover. And I used that because I wanted to have like a cool, dynamic, like kind of funny picture. Yeah. And I hope it doesn't get flagged because I used I used a picture of an actual porn store in the thumbnail.
Who'd you pick?
It's just like a wall of like porno tapes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you used a real porn star.
I think I sent you the picture this morning on my phone. I don't know if it went to you or not. Look. Yeah. It's a pretty funny thumbnail.
Let me see.
It may or may not got sent to you.
Is it behind it?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I thought that was all manga.
No, it's porn.
Love it.
That's porn.
Great. That's great. I did not know that.
I think it's like porno magazines.
No, they're DVDs.
Oh, they are DVDs? Okay.
Yeah, you can't see anything on it. It's so blurry.
Yeah. But yeah. That's going to be my next video.
Goodness, that's hilarious.
Diary of a Male Porn Star, Volume 1. It's not a hentai.
Well, I need to do a new order of manga just because I have some spare cash this week, and I think I'm going to try and get caught up on a couple of the other ones that I enjoy reading.
Yeah.
So,
are you going to get more Raw Hero?
Maybe.
You need to get more Raw Hero so we can cover the rest of that series.
Well, I'm trying to get the rest of like Plus Size Elf and a couple other ones that are out.
Yeah, I just got volume 6 and 7 of that.
So,
but yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about,
Well, so like the new update that I got for games or add-ons. Remember the hunting game that I got?
Yes.
It's called The Hunter or whatever. So
the one where you shot the deer in the butthole?
No, the coyote.
Oh, the coyote in the butthole?
Yeah. My brother goes, "Why do you enjoy that game?" I go, you got to walk around for hours and look for the animal you're hunting and all this other stuff. But I was like, the best part is, and I pulled up that picture and I go, I got this shot off and I got him, and they were like, damn it.
I remember you sending me that, and you were like, "Look, I got this shot. I killed this coyote." And I was like, "What am I looking at?" And he's like, "I shot the coyote in the butthole, and
Yeah,
I killed it."
because in the game, when it shows you like when you killed an animal over on your hunt, it shows you the direction the arrow went, and you can turn like a 3D model of the skeleton and everything around. And when you turn it around, you can tell that this bullet went straight through the butthole. And I don't know if it hit it in the brain or if it hit it in the heart, but it just went straight through.
Yeah,
And I was like, man, I wonder if like somebody could really pull off that kind of a shot, you know?
that would definitely be interesting.
Because I mean, the other thing is, I think how it looks like it's laid out, like it only went through organ.
That would be one hell of a trick shot. Oh my god, you shot
No
me in the
shit.
butthole.
And now, now I'm dead because it went through my heart. I mean, but for it to go, because the game's like really, really based off of real hunting. So if you
Yeah,
shoot something and it doesn't, like they always, in real hunting, they say go through a lung because it'll
yeah,
basically make the animal like suffocate or shoot it through the head.
yeah,
So you want to hit somewhere where it's going to die almost instantaneous.
yeah. So you don't have to track it.
Well, not only that, but there's more of like a hunter's code too. Like you don't want to have this animal start walking around or whatever and it be damaged because
Yeah,
then you're basically like you're leaving it in pain,
yeah,
which is why most people have to go find their stuff.
yeah.
um,
You wanna kill it so it doesn't like suffer.
yeah,
Yeah,
so but yeah, I mean this one like so in the game if you shoot it and it goes somewhere where a bone would actually be because they base it off of real skeleton stuff of the animals.
yeah,
If it hits the bone, it'll actually tell you like, "Hey, could not be a kill shot because the bone deflected it somewhere else," or
yeah,
stuff like that. So for that shot to even happen was just like insane.
yeah.
So I mean, it was
Have you ever played those sniper games on the PS4?
no,
There's like these sniper games, and one of the big things is when you shoot them, it goes into like this video where the bullet you can follow the bullet,
oh
and
yeah,
it goes into like shows you like how the bullet hits the person and has like a whole like X-ray thing
yeah,
and like animation where it's like you see it like if you like shot them through the testicles, it would show them like going through the testicles, stuff like that.
yeah.
You can buy DLC where you can
Some of
kill
those
Hitler.
I've seen some of those
Yeah.
because it's oh, what is it called? The game where the guy's holding double pistols on the cover and he's bald.
I don't remember.
Um, dang it, one of my nephews just played it recently. Um, kind of like the Transporter, but it's not the Transporter.
The Hitman?
Yeah, Hitman, the Hitman series.
Yeah, I don't think it's like that. I think it's more realistic.
Well, I mean, one of them on the Hitman series that they played
Oh.
did that though.
Oh.
So if you shot them like across a thing or whatever, it would follow the bullet all the way to the person and show you hitting them.
I got Hitman 2 on PlayStation Plus for free last month.
I did too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
other
I'm
than
gonna
that,
wrap this up.
yeah. Other than that, I haven't gotten really anything new. I've gotten, I think, Sensory from Juji Ito,
Yeah.
and I've gotten a couple other one shots. I got that Caterpillar one, Caterpillar Girl and Bad Texture Boy.
Oh, the one where the guy fucks the caterpillar?
That doesn't happen.
Oh.
I haven't read it yet, but that didn't happen.
Well, how do you
So,
know it doesn't happen?
because somebody already told you that on my Instagram post. Okay. Thank you, other people that have read it.
Caterpillar has to get fucked.
I was like, oh my god, I'm not answering this, and then somebody
Well,
else
it
did.
It looked
Somebody
like
else
a
did. Somebody else answered it, and I was like, "Oh no, Mike's got him in his web."
it looked like like a romance book, and I was like, what the fuck is Jen into?
That's what I thought it was kind of too,
You
but I
know,
was like, I
and
don't know.
they were like, oh, it's kind of like a romance, and I was like, well, does the guy fuck the caterpillar?
Right. So, I got a couple of those.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I've just been reading some here and there, and um, that's really about it.
yeah. We'll have to go into it later, but I got into JoJo.
That's true. You did, and we have some TV shows we're going to get in
Yeah.
to for the future for y'all that
Are we doing
hopefully
a
y'all will
Squid?
enjoy.
Was it Squid Game?
Yeah, Squid Games.
Yeah, Squid Games. Yeah.
Yep. So that one should be coming out soon at some point.
And we got our digital versus physical manga
Yep. Darwin
episode.
Games is out right now.
Yeah, Darwin Games. Yeah, that one was a fun episode to record. Too
It
bad it kind of got.
was.
Too
It
bad it kind
was
of
when
got a
we
little.
weren't stepping on those landmines working around Zencaster.
Too bad it kind of got a little choppy.
It
You
did.
know.
It got very choppy.
Yeah, I was getting fucking pissed off at that.
I think it was as probably as bad as probably trying to make an American chopper bike.
Oh,
That's how choppy
pro
it got.
maybe. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, guys, you can check us out on all major podcast platforms. What's the rest of it?
Um, you can email us if you have a question or concern or topic you'd like us to talk about at otakuologypodcast@gmail.com, or catch us on our Instagram at Otakuology. You can leave us a voicemail, which we will play on the podcast at anchor.fm/Otakuology. There will be a link down below for that. So you don't have to actually go to Anchor. You just click the link in our description, and it'll take you to there, and you just record a voicemail, and we'll play it and give you a little shout out. Nobody
Yeah,
has yet to do that,
that's true.
you know?
We still have some questions we need to cover, like at some point too, right?
No, we ran out of questions.
Okay, I thought somebody else asked us questions, and I couldn't remember if we had redone these new ones or not.
No, I put out a thing for people to ask us questions, but nobody answered.
Yeah,
Nobody asked questions.
right.
I think I can't remember.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I gave you control of the Instagram, so
that is true.
because
Oh yeah. So before we get off, did you watch my Instagram today where I put Darwin's game out again,
no,
advertising it?
I did not see it.
So you'll have to go look at it. I was very impressed with myself. Okay.
Why?
So I actually put music to it this time.
Oh yeah.
I put music from Saul, the main Saul music.
Wait, did you put like a link with our podcast?
Yeah, so it was the link from Spotify,
Uh huh.
and I put the arrows going to where you would click for it and everything. And I put like a caption that was like, "It's all part of the game" or something. And then I was like, I want to put music with this. So I put music from Saw in it because I was trying to find an audio file in Instagram where it would be like, want to play a game.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it because it's only based off of music. So I found the Saw music and put it to it.
Yeah.
And I was able to hide it behind the Spotify album that it gave us for Darwin Games.
Yeah.
And then I think at the bottom is where I put "It's all just a game" or something.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
and yeah, but so when you click on it, you can actually hear the music playing with it. I was like, oh my god, I gotta get Mike to look at this because oh my god, I feel like this is like my thumbnail ability right here that I just pulled.
Well, you have to do it again and tag the podcast, and I'll put it on the feed.
Yeah.
Type of thing, you know.
Yeah. So. Because, we've never really put music with it on Instagram.
I didn't know you could.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. So I was sitting there and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
I have to say that's one of the reasons why it's so hard to promote on social media.
It is, but somewhere we must be doing right because today
Yeah,
we jumped up so many. So
we did. We got like we were in a slump for quite some time,
right,
and then I was kind of getting a little discouraged. But then I was like, oh, I
right,
remember what like John and Matt told us to be like, don't get discouraged and stuff
yeah,
like
just
that.
keep working.
Just keep working at it, and
Right.
that's what
Well,
we're
I mean,
doing.
I feel like we have so much fun and stuff now that we figured out more of the technical problem stuff. We have so much fun
Hey,
doing it.
can
And
I can I suggest something?
what?
So we're almost at episode 40, right? For the main podcast.
Yeah, we need like 3 more episodes.
Episode 100,
Yeah,
we review Ekin.
maybe episode 500.
Oh,
You're thinking really far ahead right now. I'm just trying to make sure to get us to episode 50 or 60 where most people get discouraged, okay?
well, yeah. I mean, technically, we've done over that
That's true. We have done over that.
if you count our bonus
But
podcasts.
I mean, just our main show,
Yeah. Hey, you gotta
we've
get
covered it all.
make sure you get Zom 100. So we gotta
Okay,
talk.
yeah.
We gotta talk about that one.
Right. And I still have a stack of manga here for all you lovely people listening for us to cover in the future. So, as always, you can catch us, or let me back up.
Catches.
See you next Tuesday. You got anything else to say, Mike?
No, I thought you were gonna stop the podcast.
See y'all next Tuesday, guys. Bye.